So I wanted to take a few minutes with this video to talk about two stories surrounding the PlayStation 5. One story is in regards to the feedback some of the community had towards the PlayStation 5 teardown yesterday, and how I'm going to break down why the PlayStation 5 SSD solution is better than what Xbox is offering on the Series X. And the second story of this video focuses on one of Sony's first-party studios working on their next project for the PlayStation 5. First, let me know what you'd rate the PlayStation 5 teardown on a scale from 1 to 10. I personally put it in the 9 to 10 region. I know that sounds like what a fanboy would say, but I personally really feel Sony did an excellent job literally breaking down the console and explaining clearly what each component was, and it was all done in 7 minutes. But that's just how I personally feel. You guys, of course, could see it very differently, so comment below what you'd rate the PlayStation 5 teardown on a scale from 1 to 10. Let me know down in the comments below. Now, diving into the first story of the video, a new PlayStation 5 Sony first-party studio game. Reading from pushsquare.com, Pixel Opus is one of PlayStation's most creative or more creative first-party teams, with the studio's relatively recent Concrete Genie being a particular standout on the PlayStation 4, and it looks like it's gearing up for a new next-gen project, with creative director Dominic Robillard, hopefully I said that correctly, revealing on LinkedIn that the developer is expanding. We're currently looking for 2 engineers to join us on our new, exciting PlayStation 5 adventure, he said. The roles include a senior game engine programmer and a gameplay programmer. Although there are no hints to what the studio is working on in the listings, both jobs mention the candidates will have the opportunity to work with next-gen hardware, but stop short of teasing any specific details. It's almost impossible to predict what the team could be making next, as this is a small developer that's given a lot of leeway to do what it wants. So I never really got a chance to play Concrete Genie or their game before that, Entwined, but remember, we saw a studio like Housemarque go from creating Stardust, a side-scrolling space shooter, to something like Returnal, a third-person alien shooter. Even with Pixel Opus, jumping from Entwined to Concrete Genie was also a big difference, and I'm excited to see what their next project that will harness the power of the PlayStation 5 will be. But you guys let me know if you've played Concrete Genie on the PlayStation 4. I haven't personally gotten a chance to do so, but let me know if you have. Now, diving into the second story of the video, the PlayStation 5 SSD solution is better than Xbox's SSD solution. So I want to start this off by saying changing your PlayStation 5 SSD is not difficult. I'm not sure why people tried to make it seem like taking off the plate and one screw was the biggest job in the world, but it's really not. It's a simple process, and I think we can all agree on that. You also won't be changing your SSD that often, like it's a cartridge and there's only one game on it. These are sizable SSDs. If you buy a 1 terabyte SSD for the PlayStation 5, you could have about 1.6 terabytes of free space, depending on if the leaks are true or not. It could be even more, and honestly, that's a lot of space unless you're hoarding games for some reason. Most people will just remove older games off their drive, which is the whole benefit of having a digital library. You don't need to store it in physical space. Now, to actually go into the 3 reasons why I think the PlayStation 5 SSD solution is better than what Xbox is offering. Number 1, options. This is something we've heard about before, but it's one of the biggest reasons why the PlayStation 5 SSD solution is better, because you have options. On the Xbox side, I see many Xbox fans praising Game Pass because it gives players options, and that's 100% true, but that's also very true for the PlayStation 5 SSD solution. Sony has placed the PlayStation 5 in the SSD open market. Millions of console players are now going to be looking for SSDs for their PlayStation 5s outside of the whole PC market, of course. This just fuels the market competition, leading to better prices overall after some time. You're not restricted to just one company, but multiple companies all fighting for your dollar. Number 2, sizes. Now, this one could change later on, but for now, Microsoft has only shown a 1 terabyte SSD expandable option for the Xbox Series X. As for the PlayStation 5, no size limit has been given here, and that makes sense considering considering this is going to be left up to third-party manufacturers. In terms of that, you could notice that a 2TB SSD might actually be cheaper to buy than two single 1TB SSDs, and going back to options, one company could offer it at a better price than another. And with a 2TB SSD outside of the internal one in the PlayStation 5, that's more than enough space for most people, and with that you probably won't touch your SSD the whole generation. Number 3, speed. This one is the most obvious, and that is how the PlayStation 5 SSD Solution is twice as fast as what Xbox is offering. So if PlayStation 5's SSDs are around the same price as the Xbox Series X's SSDs, then that's a big plus for Sony. You're effectively getting better SSDs for around the same price. But you guys let me know if you agree with these 3 points I've made or not. Let me know down in the comments below. And if you guys did enjoy this video, please hit that like button as it always helps, and subscribe if you're new. I got new videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and now I'll check you guys out on the next one. And welcome back to the after show. This is the part of the video where we have a little fun down in the comments below. If you're old, welcome back. If you're new, welcome. For today's thing, what I want you guys to do is to body, obliterate, destroy, and overall harass the comment section with "Now it's time for the UI." Obviously, we got the teardown, we got everything else, price, pre-orders, all that good stuff. Finally, it's time for the UI. So if you're excited for the UI, destroy the comment section with "Now it's time for the UI," and I'll definitely heart those comments like I always do, because I appreciate everybody who stays to the end of my videos. And now I'll check you guys out on the next one.